You're welcome back. This is Sports here on Joy News Desk. The man with the facts, George Addo Jr. is here. We're going to be having a conversation talking about CAF. And, well, some interesting decisions being made over there. And we'll also talk about that match yesterday, Man City, Monaco. I'll tell you what I think about that.
Really but let's ladies sports. I mean, I'm thinking about just making you a part of the sports team. Okay.
I'd love to be
But
let's talk about CAF. What's happening? You know, there's been a lot of criticisms about the time we play our AFCON and in January, and the number of years has been reduced to now and all that. But what's CAF saying?
You know, the 37th Congress is underway at the moment, and the voting has begun. Now, we're looking at two things. I'll come to yours in a bit. Just two things we're looking at. And for us, we are interested in whether Kwesi Nyantakyi will make it onto the FIFA Council. That's an important one. If he's able to make it into it, he's going to get a 4-year term. For those who want him to resign from the Ghana Football Association job, maybe
he can consider that.
So we're right behind him. We're hoping that he goes all the way to win that election. He's a Ghanaian, and that's what we have to look at it. That's where we're looking at it from. We need to push him. We need to get him there. That's one. Number two, we'd also know who the new president of CAF is. Am I jumping ahead? Okay, let me relax. I shouldn't say new. We'll know who the president of CAF is. It could be Issa Hayatou, or it could be Ahmed Ahmad of Madagascar, clearly. What we are hearing, you know, yesterday when I was at the GOC Congress, we're saying, I want change, I want stay, I want change, I want stay. We're hearing a lot, like what we're hearing from Gary out there, that it's likely change might happen. But let's look at what happens, because it's going to be very, very difficult.
Fingers crossed to see if Issa Hayatou will still be CAF president.
And since it was a Congress, a couple of the things they talked about, like you were saying, there have been issues about when we host the Africa Cup of Nations. It's often in January, and also the spacing. CAF says they're going to stick to that. What anybody thinks will not matter. They've decided that they are sticking to that. So 2 years, we'll have the Africa Cup of Nations in January. So these are just the things, the key things that we're looking at, obviously going into it. So whatever happens from CAF, we'll let you know and tell you that. So we can jump out of CAF.
Let's talk about Pep. What happened to Pep yesterday? I just cannot believe they let that slip through their fingers.
You know what? I think that Pep is a brilliant coach. He's a great coach. Problem with Pep is he's too stubborn. And stubborn in that he doesn't want to tinker with his tactics. He believes I attack and I attack always. You were playing a game against AS Monaco and you had a 5-3 lead. So even at 2-1, you had qualified. What you do at that point in the game, because you got the 75th minute, you defend, you shut shop, get the result, even if it's ugly, and qualify. Now they kept on attacking and allowed Monaco to get a third goal. And now Manchester City are out of the Champions League. And this is in the round of 16. When Pep Guardiola took Manchester City, they made it to the semi-final. So I don't know how they're going to put this together.
This is a dip for him.
Yes, this is a dip for him, obviously. And later tonight, Manchester United will play Rostov. There's a lot of pressure on Paul Pogba now. Do you like him? Is he worth the money?
Well, we're not going to, please. Mourinho says give the guy a break. It's not his fault he was bought at that price.
I am not jealous. You see,
no, it's not about...
Mourinho says those of us who are talking about Pogba are really jealous because he's made money. I wish I had the money Pogba had at his age.
I don't think it's an issue of jealousy, but you see...
He's not living up to the tag.
No, but you see, where Pogba is, he needs his other team members to facilitate his work.
Okay, see, I accept Pogba as a player. I love Pogba as a player and what he does. My problem is, he was bought for too much, and it's having an effect on him because people
getting into his head. You think?
Getting into his head, and the whole world is expecting something magical, and it's quite not coming at Manchester United. So, well, they have to sort it out. They have to beat Rostov and at least qualify to the next stage.
Yeah, and we know they lost their last game. So, well, Manchester United fans, all the best. But George, tomorrow, God willing, we'll be here to talk about that. And I have some Manchester United friends. Let me confess, I want to laugh at them.
You are defending champions of the Champions League. And truly on Friday, tomorrow, we'll also talk about how the draw went, who you get to play. Maybe you play Leicester City.
We don't mind. It's okay. We are champions. We'll forever be champions. But that's how we end this edition of Joy News Desk. My name is Benes Abubedu, and I've been doing this, the sports segment with George Addo Jr. For more news, log on to myjoyonline.com. You can also follow us on social media on Facebook and Twitter. We are Joy News on TV, talking about social media. Jennifer Kwama is up next with Joy News Interactive. I'll be back at 12 with more news. See you then.